One day, a curious young girl named Ngozi noticed something strange. She saw Adaeze sneaking into the cemetery with a bucket and filling it with water from the puddles near the graves. Ngozi watched in horror as Adaeze used this water to cook her famous meal. Once upon a time, in a small village in Nigeria called Umunede, there lived a woman named Adaeze. She was known far and wide for her delicious cooking. People from neighboring villages would travel miles just to taste her meals. However, what nobody knew was the secret ingredient in Adaeze's cooking. Every time she made a meal, she would sneak into the village cemetery and collect water from the puddles near the grave of the departed. This water, she believed, had magical properties that made her dishes taste extraordinary. One day, a curious young girl named Ngozi noticed something strange. She saw Adaeze sneaking into the cemetery with a bucket and filling it with water from the puddles near the graves. Ngozi watched in horror as Adaeze used this water to cook her famous meals. Ngozi was frightened but determined to uncover the truth. She followed Adaeze to the cemetery and saw her collecting the airy water once again. Bravery, Ngozi approached Adaeze and asked her why she used such strange water for her cooking. Adaeze smiled mysteriously and whispered, "Child, this water holds the spirit of the ancestors. It gives my dishes a special flavor that cannot be replicated." Ngozi was horrified, but also intrigued. She knew she had to find a way to stop Adaeze from using the dead body water in her cooking. But how? Determined to uncover the truth and put an end to Adaeze's strange cooking method, Ngozi decided to seek help from the village elder, Chief Olu. She explained everything she had seen and heard, hoping he would know what to do. Chief Olu listened carefully to Ngozi's tale, his expression growing grave as she spoke of Adaeze's secret ingredients. He knew that such practices were forbidden and could bring great harm to the village. After much deliberation, Chief Olu advised a plan. He called a meeting of the village council and explained the situation. Together, they decided to confront Adaeze and demand that she stop using the dead body water in her cooking. On the day of the village meeting, Adaeze arrived with her usual confident smile, unaware of the storm brewing around her. As the villagers gathered, Chief Olu stood up and addressed the crowd. "Good people of our village," he began, his voice firm. "It has come to our attention that there has been a grave misuse of our sacred burial grounds. Adaeze, we demand that you cease your practice of using dead body water in your cooking at once." Adaeze's eyes widened in shock as the truth was revealed. She tried to protest, but the villagers were adamant. They had seen enough and would not allow such disrespect to continue. Realizing she had been caught, Adaeze hung her head in shame and promised to stop using the dead body water. From that day on, she vowed to cook with only the freshest ingredients, free from any dark magic or forbidden practice. As the village breathed a sign of relief, Ngozi felt a sense of pride wash over her. She had helped uncover a great secret and had saved her village from potential disaster. But little did she know this was only the beginning of her adventures in the mysterious land of Umunede. As the time passed, The village returned to its peaceful ways, and Adaeze became known for her cooking once again, this time with ingredients that brought joy and nourishment to all who tasted her meals. Ngozi continued to grow and learn, always keeping her eyes open for new mysteries to unravel. She became known as the village's brave young detective, never afraid to stand up for what was right. And as the years went by, the tale of the cooking with the dead body water became nothing more than a cautionary story, a reminder of the dangers of greed and the importance of honesty and integrity. The moral of this story is that secrets have a way of coming into light, and it is always better to be truthful and upright in all our dealings. Honesty builds trust and respect, while deception only leads to sorrow and regret. So let us always strive to be like Ngozi, brave and truth, standing up for what is right and bringing dark light to the darkness. Thanks. Subscribe to my YouTube for more interesting stories like this.